Okay.
Hello.
Sorry.
You're up.
Sorry. I'm not fully coordinated, but that's okay. Can't even see you. Hang on. Anyways, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, yeah, it's been an interesting week. I'm taped up though, and I'm mobile, so that's good. Yeah,
What do you?
my shoulder or arm, I don't know. It's been really sore and yeah. Anyways, I ended up going to see the physio and to get me through work and stuff. I'm just basically just all taped up here. So, anyways, it's helping. So that's what matters.
Yeah, you feeling better from your COVID?
Ah, well, I still tested negative, even though I was dead to the world. I'm not joking. Like I couldn't even lift. There was 2 days I didn't even get out of bed. Like I said, I slept for 7 hours one day, and then I still went to bed at like 8 o'clock that night. And then another day I slept probably about like between 6 and 8 hours. I felt like if I was hit by a train. So my son who tested positive, he had like a bit of a tickle in his throat and he had a headache,
That's
which
it.
is just yeah, which is just ridiculous. So, anyways, I don't know. The wonders. Okay, I'm just gonna get out of all this sunlight. Not that it's a bad thing. I just can't see you. I'm blind. There. Cool. Anyways,
Right. So,
um,
yeah, what'd you
yeah.
do to your shoulder? What do you think?
Uh, I'm embarrassed to say, but it's just my usual brain thing that I took over. I missed a workout, so I thought I'm gonna do two at once to make up for it, and then I overdid it, basically. So yeah, I still have the wrong mindset, Dan. That has nothing to do with you. That's just me. You know, um, when I listen to you or your program, I do great. But every once in a while I digress and I go back into my, you know, no pain, no gain, or eating is cheating. I go back into that mindset. And
Yeah,
then every once in a while I need to pull I need to pull myself out of there. So
yeah, that's it. Like, oh well, yeah, you're doing the strength stuff to stimulate your muscles to grow for 2 or 3 days. So, uh,
yeah, yeah.
that's it. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, like say you understand that on a conscious level.
Yes, exactly. It's just, the unconscious sometimes wins over, which
Yeah.
is really annoying. But at least I'm aware of it now, and I have to fight my inner, you know, I don't know, demon, for lack of a better way of putting it. So, but yeah, um, you cop a lot of shit on TikTok, don't you? Excuse my expression.
Oh, yeah. It's been pretty
Hard,
light
like
lately.
seriously. Wow, like cause I'm Nix Nix on TikTok because that was my nickname like way back in the 90s. So I've always used that. And I'm looking at this and I'm going, Jesus Christ, holy fuck, really? I'm like, he's on our side. Back off. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
I just
No,
I
I
had to
just,
say that 'cause I'm like, how do you react to that? But
yeah.
you don't look like the kind of guy that gets me like would let it, that's my dog, by the way, get to him too much, or does it? No.
No, not too much. Not lately.
No,
I did
no. That's good.
one about weight loss surgery, and that wasn't a good battle to pick. But that's pretty funny. Yeah, yeah. You just sort of make one about giving people advice, but everyone that had weight loss surgery got super offended
Yeah,
by it. And
I
it's like,
know.
message isn't even for you or about you, but people just
No,
jump on
exactly.
jump on and be offended. And
Yes. I'm like, man, you got issues then, honey. So,
yeah, oh
yeah.
well. But yeah. So yeah, that's it. Like you can't, you know, well, it's in terms of your shoulder, like you work to failure with your strength training, right? So you can't really do more than make the muscles work until they don't work anymore. So
Yeah. No, I get it. Like seriously, I get it. I know, you know, every one of your clients, everybody works differently and stuff like that. Um, for me, I know, I have tracking issues.
mm,
So that's why my log is not, because I just get too OCD and I let it control me too much. So I just try to plan, plan around that, which is fine. Um, in just a little bit of time, I've, I've gotten what I needed from you, and that is the pain-free thing. Like even at the physiotherapist, and like I've seen her for I don't know how many years now, on and off for other stuff and everything. And she's like, I stood up and she was, checking my shoulder and stuff. And she's like, oh, look at you. I said, what? She goes, I just saw that little pelvic tilt. She says, you're engaging that little core thing going on. I go, I know. She's like, I go, yeah. So that is like the biggest thing now. I know it sounds silly, but that light switch is on. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to leave you a video review because I don't want people to see my face because I'm pretty scary, but I'm going to write that up. Like, you seriously, it's the simplest fucking thing that you've taught me. And like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Like, yeah.
oh, that's great.
Why did it take this long? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
My, like
bullshit.
my morning stretches, that I would not give that up for anything. Yeah. Like, even my dog, who's like a fucking spaz, she tries to get in the way and she's jumping on me, and I'm like, back off, man. I'm doing my stretches. So yeah,
That's great.
yeah, yeah. No, that and anytime, I kid you not, anytime if I feel like that little niggle, I call it a niggle in my hip or my back on the right side, because it's always been my right side. The minute I feel that, I'm like, oh, hang on a second, I'm obviously not standing properly or whatever. So then, I just tilt my pelvic in, and then wherever I am, even if I'm at my clients or whatever, because often, she'll be, if she's in the shower with or whatever, and I'm getting a bit of a niggle, I go down on my knee, and I do my little stretch. And I'm like, come on, so yeah, that's yeah. Anyways.
That's fantastic. Great to hear.
So I don't know where you learned that shit and why, anyways, but it doesn't matter because it's working for me. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
went through the same thing, looking back pain and chiros and everything, and then finally found a physical
yeah,
coach. She taught me that, and that was good. It was a start, but it's taught me to the engaging. But yeah,
yeah,
and then just took a while to process and trying all these different things and different physios, and you're like, oh, yep, you got to stretch those hip flexors, and that's
yeah,
every stretch they show, it's like people just bend their back too much, and same thing like going to yoga and whatnot, people just bend their back instead of stretching the hip
yeah,
flexors.
yeah.
Contribute
Well,
to the issue.
exactly. And then but like I told you a couple of weeks back, I always, when I used to do that kneeling stretch, for some reason, like I was in my head, I was trying to stretch the wrong thing. Like yeah. And then it wasn't until for some reason it clicked with you, and I'm like, wait a second. I'm not meant, it's not, when I'm doing this, it's not meant to stretch this leg, it's stretching this leg. And I'm like, and the minute I understood that, then I'm like, oh, yeah. But the other thing that's good about you, and I think you've got a couple more clients, and I hope that they switch on to this, because especially, you know, like for me who's been, you know, in and out of like different kinds of programs and stuff like that, I've done all the, you know, join this 8-week challenge, and, you know, and I even asked you, is like the program that you've, the little program that you've put together, that's all you need.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be more, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, I don't know. It's really like, because my girlfriend, I hadn't seen her in a bit, and she's like, look at you. She's like, man, what are you doing? Like spending hours at the gym? And I'm like, nope. I said, barely takes me half an hour. And she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. So that I really appreciate. I kid you not.
Awesome.
So yeah, no, seriously, like I'm so, and like I've told you this before when we first started talking, you know, I was doing the HIIT classes twice a day, you know, and yeah. Or sometimes I would, you know, because it's like you know, when you like, I know that F45, I never did F45. It was similar to that, where, you know, to do the circuit, it was, you know, like 45 minutes. Some days, you know, the trainer was like, are you working today? And I'm like, no. And then he's like, well, then go back through it again. So I'd be like, okay, let's do it, you know? So I would do it twice in the morning and then come back in the evening to do it again, you know? And now I'm like, I feel like if I'm getting, if not better results by just doing your little half-hour program. So
Yeah, it's great.
yeah.
It's all about the focus and intention, right? Like say with your shoulder, if your intention is to just get sweaty and burn calories, that doesn't achieve much except maybe you get injured.
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah,
if your
exactly.
intention is to build muscle and stimulate it to grow for the next 2 or 3 days,
Yeah. Yes.
put all your effort and focus into that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Yeah.
food like yeah, tracking is not not a great probably not a great way to live life either. So
No, but you know, some people, especially like someone who's like really like, you know, maybe new into that and whatever kind of thing, that
yeah,
it's great. And not everybody's got, you know, like food issues like I do. So, you know, and that stems from like the 90s and stuff. So and I get that. Not everybody's like that. So I'm okay with that. Like it's just I just tend to go down a rabbit hole when it comes to that. And I recognize that. And then
I mean, most people eat the same thing for breakfast and lunch, right? So if you can make adjustments to those, so that that's a base platform,
yeah.
and most people, make meat and veg might vary the meat a bit, but
Yeah.
have different meat, different veggies. You still have the
Yeah.
same sort of makeup with different ingredients,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, I think so. Yeah, doing it once, having a bit of an understanding, and then creating a plan, and then following that plan, and then just measuring correctly to reinforce that it's working.
Yeah.
All you yeah really need.
Yeah, I'm tweaking breakfast ideas because I've switched to just egg whites now because my last bloods, one of my cholesterols was going up a little bit, and I was like, I don't know. Like I was like, you know, I'm like, maybe I'm having too many eggs. I don't know. So
There's one of your cholesterols. There's good cholesterol and bad cholesterol, right?
yeah, so she said the good cholesterol is creeping up, and I don't know what I was like. I was like,
That's
okay.
that's good then, isn't it?
I don't know. That's what I thought. So I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, so what I've been playing around, I made this like banana bread with like a protein powder stuff. I don't know. Jury's still out on that. But yeah. Anyways. But yeah.
Yeah.
So
if your good cholesterol's going up, then that's a good sign, I think.
That's what I thought. So anyways, yeah, for me, and like I have a girlfriend, actually I've got three girlfriends who are all on those Ozempic, the
Pills.
no, these are the injections.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It's meant to be, apparently it's meant to be for like to treat diabetics, to help them control like their blood glucose or whatever, but apparently it helps people with weight loss. And I've got three girlfriends doing it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going down that aisle, you know. And they're like, well, because when I started losing the weight, they were starting too, and they're of the mindset, oh, see, I had a breakfast bar and a lady shake for lunch, and then for dinner, I'll have, you know, half a toasted sandwich or whatever. And I'm like, hey man, working for you, go for it. But yeah, I can't do that. So
Yeah, they probably can't do it long term either. Get the weight off
well,
and
that's the thing.
sick of
The
shakes.
minute, yeah, the minute they stop those injections, and like apparently, like one of them, like you get used to the dose, so then they up the dose, and stuff. So, she goes, I'm at the highest level right now. She says, and I'm like, okay. So, yes, look at that. Yeah. So, yeah. I think I think I have a couple of weeks left with you and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know. I remember the when but
I don't know
um,
exactly, but yeah.
yeah. What is, how do I say this? Um, have you had, I know that you've talked about in one of your videos, or maybe it was one of your posts, with bursitis. Did you ever have, like, I mean, is that just an old people thing? Like it doesn't happen to young folks like you, or?
No, it does. The bursa is the lubrication sac in your joint,
Yeah,
so it keeps
yeah,
you
yeah. So,
lubricated. And then
yeah,
if you
so it's
say,
inflamed.
yeah, so if you do a lot of your exercise with your shoulder forward and then do all your exercise, then
Yes.
you can rub on the tendon or the bursa and you get
Okay.
itis of something, which just means inflammation. And if it
Yes. Yeah.
swells up and gets bigger, then it's harder to avoid.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
um,
Well then, before I'm done with you, I'm trying to. I know that you said I could videotape myself, but I don't know how to. Like, I got to figure that out. There's a couple of things that I would like you to just double check to make sure I am doing, okay, if that makes sense. Like if, because I'm still in my, like, so when I'm doing my bridge, I still get like that. I call it my niggle, that little uncomfortable bit on the right side, like in my back, but I end up, like it doesn't last, so which is a good thing, so, um, and I'm wondering if, I don't know, maybe like what happened with my arm. I'm just wondering, like, I know that I overdid it because like I said, I did the workout twice at a heavier weight. Um, so I'll see how I go this week. The physiotherapist said, try to, she just gave me some like little exercises to do with my arm. She says, she says, try not to, you know, lift heavy and stuff. And I'm like, well, I don't lift heavy. I mean, my weights are only 4 kgs, so it's not. So, anyways,
yeah,
I will,
so
yeah,
by like overdoing it, like I mean, you want to reach kind of failure, right? So you can't You go as heavy
Yes.
as you can, so you can't do anymore. But by sacrificing your posture or technique would be deemed as failure, I think. So,
Okay.
so whether you do 3 sets of an exercise or 6, yeah, you just don't want to go to the point where you lose that. Yeah, you just push through, like you say, a little bit harder or a few more,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
then you sacrifice the
Yeah.
technique. So,
Yes.
um, yeah, by strengthening that back and trying to keep it there while you're doing your exercises is pretty much all you can do.
Okay.
So the pull down is just to sort of learn and identify setting your
Yeah.
shoulder down, and then the rows to strengthen and reinforce that. Even push-ups, you're trying not to let your shoulders come up here, so you're squeezing them down in your back and keeping them low as you're doing your push-ups. So that might have been what did it.
Yeah. But I think that the fact that you've got us doing, or I'm doing an incline push-up, that helps.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it less, is the push-up less effective because you're inclined, or no?
Well, it's less force.
Yeah, okay. So that's okay though, like,
Yeah, exactly
especially
right.
when
And
you're starting off, because yeah, okay.
you look around the gym, and most people are just doing it. It's like all with their head.
Yeah, yeah,
Their
yeah,
shoulders
yeah.
are up here, and they're just
Yes.
like this,
Yeah.
like
So,
even on
yeah,
their knees, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
you start off nice and high, like even on the bathroom sink, so you can see yourself in the mirror. And if you don't have your bathroom sink, you just put your phone in front of you like you are now, so you can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
yourself on your shoulders, and then make sure that you keep them down from
That
your
I'm not like this. Yeah,
yeah.
okay, no, that's so good. Okay, I never
So
thought of
you
doing that. Okay.
like you practice engaging, squeezing back the pull downs. Oh yeah, I can
Yeah.
feel it now, and then you hold that squeeze while you're doing your push ups, so that you don't end up hurt. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. No, no, no. That makes
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of sense. Good
And
one. Cool.
yeah, I just set mine off last week in the surf, so I'm in
Oh,
the same boat currently.
okay.
Just wrong flick of a tendon or something, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's swollen and sore in the front. So yeah, just train the back, and yeah, that's
So
it.
now are you still doing rows? Stop it.
Yeah, yeah, rows are great.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
the kind of yeah, waving it all around here. All these weird and wonderful shoulder exercises. That's why, like I say, it's all you need, and keep it pretty basic, because get in the
I
gym
know.
waving your arms around like this, like, and people do all these side raises. Your arms are only designed to swing up and down in front of you. So, yeah, if you can do that with your shoulders back in the capsule where they're meant to be, then you're pretty well off. And that's why,
Yeah, yeah.
like, I do the pullover one, and yeah, push ups. You can, progress your push ups to pushing all the way up to here if you like. But yeah, when your shoulders are better, and then the same rule applies. You practice
Yeah.
good form and things. Yeah.
Cool.
Um, yeah, that's great. So
Good. So do you have multiple people like across Australia now? Hopefully. I hope it's picking up traction for you.
yeah, it's picking up traction.
Good.
Yeah, as many as you see in the group. It's like 5 or 6 of you now. Yeah. So yeah, thank you. But yeah, if you would be happy to write a review or
Oh
feedback,
my God, yeah.
that'd be
Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah.
Do send it to you and then, or like, can you do the posting? Because I don't know what to do with it. Or how do I
Yeah,
do
I can probably
it?
find the review page. Don't know how to add a review. I'll send you a link, so it makes it pretty easy.
Awesome.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Cool. Yeah, yeah. No, happy to. Happy to. So that's my goal for this week is I'll get this shoulder under control and see if and that, I like that tip that you gave me about trying it in the bathroom so that I can check my my shoulders on that. Perfect. You're multitasking.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. Yeah, sorry.
I know, it's all good. All good.
All right. Well, that's fantastic.
Cool. That's cool. No problem.
All right.
Thanks
Enjoy
for
the rest of your
everything.
week and talk soon.
Okay, I will. Okay, take it easy.
You too. Cheers. Bye.